Prologue. This city remembers. Arochukwu wakes early. Along the rooftops, a thin line of sun sharpens the edges into focus. The air keeps last night's cool. A warmer current comes from the east. The city hums low and steady, felt in the chest more than the ears. At the center, the Archive Spire stands. Its glass ribs catch light before the streets do. Bark-textured seams lift, then ease like breath. Shutters roll up, one by one, along the lane nearest the square. A metal clack from a tailor's. A dull thud as a food stall's board brace slides into place. A woman sweeps spice dust into a neat pile, then pushes it off the curb. In the background, a pan of oil whispers. A boy passes with a tray of fried dough balanced on his head. He glances once at the brightening sky, then fixes on keeping the tray level. Others look up briefly. A quick check, then back to their lists. Ingredients, errands, meetings. On the far side of the square, a wall screen lights. White text scrolls. Routes, curfews, fines. Udensi. Cooperate for peace. No one answers. They angle past the glow and keep moving. The spire shows small signs of life. A cooler band of air clings near its base. A faint pulse climbs the spine and fades. A few passers-by press 2 fingers to a seam and go. The guard watches his hand held and lets them be. In the side streets, the day begins in smaller motions. A vendor hauls up her corrugated door. Within the slats, faint insibidi marks catch light. She runs her fingers over them, then shapes her goods for display. Nearby, a keki glide driver taps 2 beads, click, click, to mark his route and slips into traffic. A patrol crosses the far side of the square. The hum dips, faces smooth, eyes lower. The sound rises again. The square continues exactly where it paused. People here move under eyes without losing themselves. There was a woman who ran this market not long ago. Braids pulled clean to her scalp. Stride unhurried, sure. A pendant, flat and dark, tapped her collarbone as she moved. When a drone tilted its lens, she found the blind arc. When the grid locked, she took the gap. She called people by name, and names stood taller. She is not gone. She is not here. Children dribble a ball that was once hers and argue about who carries it home. Above a tailor's shop, on a balcony, a kettle clicks off. Steam threads into morning air. A hand straightens a photo frame. 4 faces look out. A steady father, a restless boy, a woman whose smile does not dim, a girl whose gaze asks a question you can't quite answer. A crack in the glass makes a star and breaks no one's face. The city listens to Udensi with one ear and lives with the other. Near the bus yard, a man with paint on his fingernails tests a relay he should not own. It purrs under his palm. In a courtyard, 3 women share bread and map the day. What to risk, what to save, what to let pass without comment. Inside the spire, something aligns. No alarm, no flashing light, just a clean shift from one quiet balance to another. Servers add a low tone to the building's breath. A filament blinks and rests. Somewhere beyond public entry, a story moves from a crowded shelf into a guarded one. At the loosened edge of a Udensi poster, its glue old, curled back. A thread of light sits on brick where no light should be. Not neon, not a leak. A glyph, small as a thumbnail. It hovers just enough to cast the idea of a shadow. A patrol lens scans the brick and logs nothing. Someone who knows the shape feels their chest hitch. Then the breath returns. Call it a sign if you like. The city knows signs do nothing on their own. Arochukwu prefers steps over speeches. It keeps space for those who carry light, without burning the hands that hold it. In a small apartment off the market road, a girl lays her palm on a low shrine table. A stub candle, a shallow bowl of water, a folded cloth. The air holds the clean scent of palm wax and ash. Her shoulders warm under her shirt, then settle. "Breathe," she says to herself, the word landing like something remembered. 4 in, 2 to hold, 6 to let go. The light inside doesn't rush. It waits for her choice. Outside, a drone traces a clean circle and moves on. The sun climbs, crisping the edges of shadows. Footsteps thicken on the square's stones. A seller calls the price of beans to a woman who already carries them. A cartwheel squeaks, then hushes with a drop of oil. In the space between moments, the day asks its usual question. What will you carry, and how will you carry it? This city remembers. It remembers names said right. Hands that steady more than they stir. Work that lasts longer than a shout. It holds a place for the girl at the shrine, for the woman between absence and presence, for those who tap bead roots, dim canopies, trace chalk, and make enough while they plan for more. This city remembers. It will remember her.